So Jack, here is where the young goalkeepers, next generation, train. Obviously these weren't here when you were a youngster. Can you remember what was here at that time?
When I first joined here, actually, from where the middle car park is and the bottom car park now, we didn't actually own this land, it was just fields. All I remember was there being a long white building up the top where the first team are now, and then just walking up and down there to the dome where it used to be on the 3G and watching the first team there. And there wasn't really many pitches, maybe 3 or 4 pitches when I first came here. So it's nuts to see what's down here now.
And what does it mean as a Southampton fan to be at the club you support and grew up watching for such a long time now?
Obviously coming from just down the road and watching them all the time, going to the games with my dad, with my family, it's just brilliant, you know. Seeing where the club has come from, obviously watching them in the Championship, watching them in the league, and then seeing all the big names like our signing Virgil van Dijk, players like that, and playing in the Europa League, it's crazy really, isn't it? Like thinking of where we came from and where we could go, and I think that we're on a path where we could easily get back to that.
So Jack, here obviously is where the 18s and the 16s play. Does it start to feel a little bit more real when you're here? Because obviously you can see the dome, the first team pavilion in the background. You know, you can see a target straight ahead.
I do like how they've done it in terms of being like a pathway right from the bottom all the way to the top. I do like how they've done that. It is like especially with this club, everyone says it all the time, but it is a clear vision and a clear pathway that you can achieve. You see players, especially like Cammy Dorton, going straight from one pitch, straight up to the top, training with the first team, 16, 17.
And obviously on this pitch, you made your under-18s debut at 16,
yeah.
Made a memorable save as well.
We were training in the week on that pitch there. Flem comes up to me, he says, give you the chance this week. It was third to last game, and he said, yeah, we play against Aston Villa on this pitch tomorrow. I was obviously buzzing at the time, and come game day, I made a good save down in this bottom right corner. It's definitely a good day for me.
The pitch on this side of the grandstands where you train quite regularly. How have you found the B team's form this season? Because there's been a very significant upturn in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's been crazy. I think that it took a long time for us to gel together, and especially with the young lads coming up, learning the system, and us really developing as a team. I think we were individuals on the pitch for the first 5 weeks, and then, you know, we had a few boys. Will, Nath came down for a game. It was really that little, you know, that click and that turning point where we thought, well, that's the level. We need to match it. And then as soon as, you know, they showed us where it was, we sort of stayed at it. And I think that, yeah, you can see when you watch us now that we've come together, and hopefully we'll keep pushing on that, I think.
This is where that transition, as you say, from academy football to men's football really kicks in, doesn't it? And what is that step up like?
Only in this last season, I think it's really hit me, and what it is, you know, really going to take to get to that level. I think that I've had glimpses of it previously, and when I used to train with them, and a few making the squads a few times. I think never really realising what it really takes, and I think the transition is massive. I think, but hopefully, you know, when you get that chance, you got to just take it and maintain that level.
So now, obviously, the first team pitches. What are the feelings like when the coach comes along and says, we need you to train the first team?
First off, when I was younger, yeah, it still is a great feeling, but, you know, when you go up there, and I can't remember, I was 15 or 16, and one of the first times I went up there, I had my boots and my gloves, and I walked up and I went and sat in the physio room, and, you know, Van Dijk comes and sits next to you and starts taping his, and you think, he's massive, isn't he? No, stuff like that is just, you know, doing small side of games with Ingsy, Mane, people like that, it's nuts.
And in a general sense, what are your aims at Southampton Football Club? Other than getting that #1 spot, what are the stepping stones to get to that spot?
I think for me, coming back from Weymouth last year, obviously being my first loan experience, was tough, was definitely hard, but I enjoyed it and learnt a lot. It was the most valuable experience for me. I definitely need to go out and do that again and learn more, get better, and I feel like I'm a lot more equipped for that now. So hopefully getting that move in Jan, if not then next year, and just keep getting out on loan, playing games until the chance comes up here and grabbing it with both hands.